بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. Welcome my dear students of Riyadh Salihin Secondary School, the third grade, to a new lesson of your Mega Goal 5 Students Book, page 6 and 7, Unit 1, 2 is better than 1. These are the unit's goals and they are not the same in each unit. Each unit has its own goals. On page 6, number 1, 2 is better than 1 is the title of the unit. Number 1, listen and discuss. You are going to listen to two texts or two tracks and answer some questions about them. Before listening, my dear students, I would like you to name some famous husbands and wives from history. Tell the most legendary story you know of a famous couple. I want you here to give me as many names of husbands and wives that were famous or are famous throughout the history. I can tell you some of them. This is answer to question 1. Number 1, Adam and Eve, the dawn of time, the first and the most famous couples. 2, Cleopatra and Mark Antony, Queen Victoria and Prince Albert. 4, Johnny Cash and June Carter, and we have many other wives and husbands in the history. Now
Unit 1. 2 is better than 1. Pages 6 and 7. 1. Listen and discuss.
Marie and Pierre Curie, 1894 to 1906. Maria Skłodowska was born in Warsaw in 1867. She was the daughter of a secondary school teacher. She studied in local schools and received some training in science from her father. Because women were not able to attend university in Poland in the 19th century, Maria left Poland to study at a French university in 1891. Now known by the French name Marie, she worked hard in a laboratory that was owned by Pierre Curie. Pierre Curie was born in Paris in 1859. He received his early education at home and then joined the Faculty of Sciences at the Sorbonne. He was promoted to professor in 1900. Marie and Pierre Curie got married in 1895. Although poor, they were devoted to each other and their research. Their studies of radioactive substances were carried out under difficult conditions. Their laboratory facilities were hardly adequate, and they had to do a lot of teaching to earn a living. In 1898, the couple discovered the elements polonium and radium. They eventually won the Nobel Prize for Physics in 1903 for the discovery of radioactivity. When Pierre died in 1906, Marie honored his memory by continuing their work. In 1911, Marie Curie won another Nobel Prize, this time for chemistry. She was the first person to win the Nobel Prize twice.
Okay, my dear students, we have listened to the first track about Marie and Pierre Curie. Now we will go to the second one.
Anita and Giuseppe Garibaldi, 1839 to 1849. Giuseppe Garibaldi was a leader in the struggle for Italian unification and independence. When Garibaldi was exiled from Italy, he fled to South America, where he lived for 12 years and fought in another struggle for independence, this time for the independence of Uruguay from Argentina. While in Brazil, Garibaldi married Anita Ribeiro, a young woman from Laguna, a small town in southern Brazil. As husband and wife, the two traveled everywhere together. It It was known that Anita even accompanied her husband to battles. However, on August 4th, 1849, Anita, pregnant and sick, died in Garibaldi's arms. Garibaldi never did get over his grief at Anita's death. Over a decade later, he was still grieving when he first went to meet the king of a unified Italy, wearing one of her scarves.
This was the second track, my dear students, and we have here some questions. On page 7, quick check. We have some vocabulary, and I would like you to match them to their meanings. Devoted, exiled, fled, grieving, legendary, unification, bringing together, ran away, dedicated, famous, forced to leave one's native country, mourning. Devoted is to be loyal to someone or a country. Exiled, to be sent away. Fled, ran away, or leaving your place to avoid danger or to avoid being unsafe. Grieving is a very bad feeling of sorrow and sadness. Legendary, being famous or popular or well known. Unification is to get things together or to make many things into one thing. After this, we will check our answers, my dear students. Please write down the answers. Devoted is dedicated. Exiled, forced to leave one's native country against your will. Fled, ran away. Grieving, mourning. Legendary, famous, well known, popular. Unification, bringing together. Now, my dear students, as for the previous two tracks, we have some questions here. I would like you to think of their answers and take notes. Number 1. Why did Marie Curie leave Poland after school? Why were conditions difficult for Marie and Pierre Curie? Which discovery made them famous? How many Nobel Prizes did they win? When? Where did Giuseppe Garibaldi go after he fled Italy? What happened to him there? Was Garibaldi's campaign in Italy finally successful? Here comes the answer of these questions, my dear students. Number 1. Why did Marie Curie leave Poland after school? Because women were not able to attend university in Poland. 2. Why were conditions difficult for Marie and Pierre Curie? They had to work long hours in order to earn a living, and their laboratory did not have a lot of facilities. Which discovery made them famous? The discovery of radioactivity made them famous. How many Nobel Prizes did they win, and when? They received a Nobel Prize for Physics in 1903, and Marie Curie won another Nobel Prize in Chemistry in 1911. Where did Giuseppe Garibaldi go after he fled Italy? What happened to him there? He went to South America and fought for the independence of Uruguay. He met Anita there. Was Garibaldi's campaign in Italy finally successful? Yes, it was. Now, your turn, my dear students. Discuss historically famous people with your partner. Choose a person who has changed the world for the better. Explain to your partner why you selected the person. You are free to choose any couple and discuss what achievements have they done and how they changed the world for the better. Thank you for joining me, my dear students. By Mr. Muhammad Farooq.